What up, my bot? What up, Ben? How's it going, buddy? Oof, that music loud, huh? Sorry about that loud music, guys. I'm just trying to set stuff up on the streaming side. I'm gonna get down to business. Today I want to go over the Starjammer kits. I want to break it down like to a super digestible way and kind of measure them up against Odin Illuminati, given the room rules that we know are coming to. And then I want to take a look at war defense. My war defense didn't hold at all when I leaned into the rules, but I mean it's a certain situation for me because they overkilled all of my rooms. I got hit by like 4 mercs for money, a bunch of apocalypses, Odins. Like I got hit by a bunch of shit. Probably because no one else in my alliance has like a meaningful defense. Not no one. Most people don't have a meaningful defense, so they're able to kind of get away with that sort of thing. I also want to identify what's going to be the best Mephisto defense team, I think. Yeah. I think that sounds like a pretty good list of things to do today. And then I want to get into DC Worlds Collide. I want to start looking at... Maybe we look at the first boss fight, and then we look at characters to use there. Let's start with the war defense. I'll show you what happens by war defense. Alright, so... I'm moving my voice like crazy. Alright, my attacks... Okay, so Infestation still lost against the bad Sinister Six, but he threw Doom in there. I wish it was a replay. But yeah, it just didn't work. It did not hold. I wouldn't expect it to hold either, but it is what it is. Next was Illuminati, got beat by Nowhere with Apocalypse, which is like, yeah, of course it did, right? Probably stunned Black Panther Shuri right away, and it was just over. Full life. That other like Phoenix Cyclops team that I knew was kind of the worst of the bunch got beat by Weapon X. It looks like it actually got a little sketchy here, possibly. Maybe if my team had focused the Omega Ray down instead of Sabretooth, maybe there's something there. But again, if Weapon X can beat it, there's gonna be lots of stuff that can beat it. My fucking Annihilators got just Odin. It's like, okay, well, that tells me nothing about the use of this team on defense. My Spider City Doom just got beat by a Mercs, which of course it did. They used Mercs on my Astral team and lost, which is kind of interesting. So they took all the room buffs off, and then they attacked it with the team that got buffs as well, and they still lost, which is interesting. The Extreme team just got beat by a straight Orcus, and Orcus is going to be all over the place on the offensive side now, just because they're bad, right? They're not good on defense. So that tells me that X-Men team is just not it. Cleaned up my 3-piece Astro with a Mighty Avengers. And then that other X-Men team I made, kind of focusing on Bishop Jubilee, Jean Grey, Storm Beast, got beat by just the worst fucking shit ever. It got beat by Tangled Up Eternals, which is like, I guess I should have expected it, but it still is a bummer that I didn't, like, Beast didn't do shit all. I don't know, maybe I should have Bishop super small. So Bishop gets pushed, Beast gives energy, gives speed up. Maybe things go a little bit differently then, but Red Hulk rewinds, or sorry, there's a slow from 2099 that goes on Storm, and then this team is trash, right? So, and you just can't stack an X-Men team, because you stack an X-Men team and then you're just getting Sinister Sixth. So like, what the hell's the point? Skrull Chavez, Alpha Flight lost to another Mercs. That's the third Mercs that was used on me there. And then we're going to wait to see what Ceci's defense does here. I'm hoping to get at least 2 wins out of it. Because then I have 3 defensive losses, and I got 3 defensive wins. So at least then I'm even. But we're getting fucked up. Because I mean, just look at our defense. We're getting fucked up. As soon as we meet another active alliance, like look at this, we're just getting fucked. 1 million power defenses, like we don't stand a chance here. You see a lot of orange borders, some purple borders. So what I want to do is I want to get a, like we're very active, but if we're gonna be like this, we can't have the losses that we had. The 3 losses I had are inexcusable, for sure. But we can't be hemorrhaging 7 losses into one character, one team. There is another angle to look at this though. We had multiple people use a level 1 infestation because of the event and use it as a burn attack, so they were purposely losing. Is there any word if infestation is performing any better? No, they're not. They're still trash. They're not doing nothing. If they wanted to make infestation slightly better, they would just have to rework Spider-Man big time, so that he only needs, 3 or 2 of his allies to do his charge. But yeah, we got to come up with a, if we want to keep pushing, if we want to get diamond before our elo catches up to the big boys, we're probably going to have Astral, Annihilators, everybody. Astral, Annihilators, a Mephisto team, Illuminati, all on defense. At least those. And work off that. Which should be doable. Should be. Let's count the losses real quick. So for them, they have 5, 7, 9, 11, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 losses. We have 17 within 3 fucking people. Like, that can't happen. With a full offensive roster, this can't happen. 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28. We have 11 more losses than they do. They have more helicarrier to clear, but the helicarrier they have to clear is garbage teams. And they haven't had to use any real teams. So it's like, what do we have here? We have 1,000 power team, 1 million power teams. There's a Mephisto at least. More 1 million power teams, no Mephisto there. Jericho's got some shield teams up there. Like, we're not built for war defense whatsoever. It's like Thief of Joy. He's got some okay teams up here. Yeah, okay. He's got his Astro up and all that. Annihilators. Scotty's got some stuff on defense, I'm sure. Yeah, Scotty's got a couple things on defense. No Mephistos, though. I'm looking to see how many Mephistos we have, because that's the real question. Merrick does not have a Mephisto. He's 1. He's got a pretty decent Astral. No Mephisto, though. Is that just right here? Yeah. And then I checked these. Yeah. There's no shot we get that many wins. We need 12 wins at least. Let's see, what do they have left? Nothing there. Probably nothing really here. Easy. So, so what do we have? 3 Mephistos on defense? Is that right? Oops. Defense. I think we have 3 Mephistos. There's no shot that's gonna get us. I mean, we have some Astral. I guess maybe Astral can possibly get it done. There's 1 Mephisto. That's a really easy one to beat, though. No Mephisto there. No Mephisto there. No Mephisto there. I do have Astral here, though, so we got 2 Astrals. Nothing in that room at all. We have an Astral and an Annihilators. Maybe that'll get us something. I think my room will get 1 win. I think this Ceci creation will get 1 win. No, we did not lose 24 times of infestation. No. I think my stage 10 will get a win. I think Cypher stage 9 might get a win as well. So we like, I don't know. We'll see. It would be a really big upset, but it would also be a really big motivation for the boys. Because then I could be like, guys, like, all right, we snuck this one off. That's great, but let's clean this up. We got to clean it up for sure. I don't want, like, seriously, I saw a lot of people that don't have Mephisto on defense there, and that's fine, because that's our thing. Are we still on DC Worlds Collide? No. Oh, sorry, you're answering James. I still want our guys to be mostly offense based, but we should be at the point now where everybody can have 4 teams on defense, 4 real teams on defense, and then the rest on offense. I would think. And like, I don't even, it doesn't even need to be like super real teams. Like, I want everyone's immortal on defense. The question would be like, okay, did you build immortal and completely skip Mighty Avengers? Then now we have a problem, right? Speaking of which, I've seen now 2 videos claiming Professor X is going to be gated behind a 7 yellow star Lilandro. Did anybody watch those videos? Where's that info coming from? I love you, Scotty. I'm not talking or targeting anybody here. My alliance is doing exactly what they were told, and we're doing a great job at it. We're just starting to meet real alliances now, so we're gonna pivot ever so slightly, but I still want the majority of people to be fucking beefing up on the offense. So I throw this up to Valley, Dulom, ZKG, and Jutsi. Since Battle is coming back, and most big alliances will have Null by the end of March Battle World, hasn't been asked about the Red Stars for Null yet. Originally, they said there would be an event / something leading into when the unlock would be that would help alliances get his Red Stars due to this being an alliance-based event game mode. It'll probably be something to do with the anniversary. It's lining up perfectly for that, right? The idea that there must be a reason they are giving players 7 yellow stars. Okay. Fucking Doomer and Gloomers. Do they just want to piss the community off? Especially if you have actual connections to them. If you have somebody that's been leaking shit to you or you're an envoy, you shouldn't be saying that fucking shit unless you know it. Because you are fomenting more negative sentiment about something that you have no fucking idea of. They've literally they've tried so much without just saying the words that this is like a gift. We've had developers, people involved with Scopely in this Twitch chat saying as much. Saying like, yes, this is a brand new thing we're trying. It's just like a play to earn kind of thing. Like, we're excited to see how it goes. We've seen them in this fucking chat saying that. If you know, you know. And those people know. You shouldn't say that shit. They said 10 weeks you get 7 yellow stars, and in 10 weeks it's about when Professor Xavier comes out. That doesn't mean anything, though. That doesn't mean anything. Maybe Professor X will be a DD or APOC type. Well, we know there's 60 nodes, so I think it'll be a mixture. I don't think they're going to go as intense as they did with Apocalypse as far as like exact recommendations. But I also don't think you're going to need 60 nodes. Let's say it's five nodes per tag. I don't think you're going to need 60 characters. Call it 50 if there's some overlap. I don't think they're going to say you need 50 characters at level 105 gear to 20 because people lose their minds. At least wait for Boyle to say it first. All right, there you go. That's the thing. He can say it. He'll get tons of clicks for it because everyone knows he has an actual leaker in the company. But is it true? Fuck, man. I don't know. Look, to ask the question, where's the catch? I don't think that's a fair question. I do think that's a fair question. And here's the catch. Lilandra's fucking shit. Have you read her kit? Compared to everyone on her team, she's a standing passive nearly. Like, I'm sure she'll do some damage. She's going to be somewhat interesting. I don't know what her stats are. That could definitely change what my tune is here. But she looks like a standing passive to me. Common 9, is that Hercules' chest as your profile picture? It just trusts you the MSF more than anything, and I think that's fair. But if you have an official tie to Scopely, people assume that you are speaking from a place of insider knowledge. You gotta be slick Rick with it, man. When you're trying to do these slick things, you gotta be slicker with it. All right, here we go. I kind of want to sit on the, I'm really interested how Ceci's team is going to do here. I kind of want to sit on it and just see how it goes. I think if they're smart, they do 2 simple burn attacks on it and then just clean it up. Take the 2 L's and go from there. They had a lot of Odins and a lot of Mephistos on defense, but I don't think they had, nowhere near all of them. Did Hercules ban movie just save me from a ban? No. No, I only ban people as a goof, or if they're bots, or if they're racist, or homophobic. It takes a lot to get banned, is what I'm trying to say. Well, it takes a lot to get perma-banned. It does not take a lot to get temp banned for like an hour. There's no gore, so let's attack over here. Boss driving me nuts. I got you, man. The Funkoli Odin comp, my Odin solo, and there you go. Brown. Oh no, I don't have Gladiator. Who's he punching? Mephisto, no! 1 hour manual blitz? Oh fuck, that's gross, Herb. Hell no. What up, JR Smitty? Someone saying chat, I'm about to show up with the Infinity Circle. Yeah, they get gone fast. Listen, you could bully me, but you can't be a dick to everybody. Says he makes EKG do it? Listen, at the end of the day, I am a hooker, so I'm just an internet hooker. That's all. Dance, monkey, dance, says Ceci. Oh, I got my ancient one to 70 All-Stars now, so now she has 2 diamonds. Pretty excited about that. Now I have to get Emma up there, and then that team will be maxed out. I was at 103 yesterday, so I leveled up a couple of characters. I leveled up all of Astro, because Battle Road's coming right. And then I leveled up like Odin, Mephisto, Black Knight, Old Man Logan, you know, the usual suspects. Oh damn, Odin's in trouble. I think we're still fine. Did we push the Thanos yet? Did my game break? I guess we did. Alright, here we go. Back to rank 1. Mao. Alright, let's go look at Rocket and Groot. I don't know how the flow of this video will be, but it'll be a flow for sure. Okay. Basic. 270, 20% crit chance of Groot as an ally, unavoidable. Nothing special. Special. Attack primary, 8% crit chance per Starjammer, so that gives it a, what, 4? So 32% crit chance. Apply taunt, 2 turns immunity to Groot. Whoops. Call random Groot ally to attack the primary target. Gain an assist from a random ally. Oh, that's not gated to Starjammer. Nice. If this character has 4 or more Starjammer allies, his attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. Okay, that's good. I wonder, does that unavoidable extend to the Groot and the other one? The random? Do it from the website? We will. I'm just going to do it from here just while we talk. The ultimate. Attack all enemies for 310 piercing. It's not a huge number. Gain 2 counter. If Groot is an ally, flip all negative effects on self and Groot. Apply 2 counter to self, all Guardian, and Starjammer. His attack ignores defense up. That's nice. Isn't that what piercing is, though? No, piercing ignores armor. This will ignore defense up. Okay. He's unavoidable, cannot be blocked. It doesn't feel like that's going to hit super hard, right? We'll see where the stats are. On turn, play offense up for 2 turns to self and 2 random allies that do not have offense up. I like that. 5% damage, tech is 5%. This character's 4 more Starjammer allies. Lower enemy crit by 100%. Fuck, man. Rocket does not seem very exciting. I will be making him a Raider, though, so let's go ahead and pull the trigger on that. Alright, let's see group. Primary, and then we're going to do regens. Okay, clear. So the special, available turn 1 or turn 2. Clear all negative effects on self and all allies. Apply 2 death proof and defense up for 2 turns to all allies. Apply safeguard outside of the mode. Interesting. Is the music a bit too loud? I can turn it down. There you go. Attack primary target for 300% damage plus flip 2 random positive effects. Call it in Starjammer ally to attack. Nice. So I really like it when we have these sort of, you know, defensive abilities, but they call it an attack. I like that. In Crucible, instead, call 2 Starjammers with the highest damage to attack. Okay, so it's not random in Crucible. It's the 2 highest damage, which is probably going to be Rocket because he's going to be a rework character. He's going to have diamonds. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. LDS 2.0. Who are you calling LDS 2.0, Kev? All right, the ultimate. All right, hold on. Clear all negative effects. So this is his clear. Reduce the duration of all negative effects on self and Starjammer allies. What? Groot's fucking crazy. Groot's actually crazy. So he's got the decay for negative effects as a turn 1 ability. This does make them interesting. Rocket is LDS 2.0. Does he hit that hard? He doesn't do a rewind though. If he's LDS 2.0, that's very exciting, and I'll be very interested in trying that. Groot's opening ability is crazy. That's really good. And that's on all Starjammer allies, okay? They didn't put Starjammers in the right text. I thought it was all allies for a second. Yeah. Yeah, this is a crazy ability. Clear 2 negative effects from all other allies. Heal self and allies for 15%. Apply immunity for 2 turns. All Guardian Starjammer allies in Crucible. Apply safeguard for 2 turns to self and all Starjammer allies. Generate 2 ability energy for a random Rocket Raccoon ally. So Rocket will what? Special, alt, special? Because Groot's not going first. No, Groot cleanses all other allies. He just doesn't do the decay on all allies. That when they say on self and all Starjammer allies, Starjammers should be in this yellow font, but it's not for some reason. In Crucible, hold on. Okay. In Crucible, this character has 4 more Starjammer allies, so they do want you to keep this whole team together. Instead, generate 2 ability energy for self and all Starjammers. Nice. Yeah, Rocket does ignore defense up and all armor. That's a good call. I need to see how much damage it's gonna do. All right, the passive. When this character is attacked, gain +1 counter, apply slow. Like that. If this character's former Star Gem allies, when this character's health is greater or equal to 40%, lower the assist chance of all enemies. Okay, but it needs to be greater or equal to 40. So that could stop the Odin, but your Groot's gonna have to be big enough to survive all that ass kicking. But he also has to have taunt. How's he gonna get taunt? Until this character takes a turn, this character and all Star Gem allies gain 500% focus. On death, 20% chance to revive with 25% of this character's max life. For each Starjammer ally, gain 20% revive chance and additional health. So if he's got 4, that's 80. It's 100% chance. Okay. If all 5 people are alive, you lose 20% every time somebody dies. That's cool. It's like a decaying panda pool sort of thing. Apply defense up to all allies. Wait, when he dies? Apply speed up, offense up, and counter to all Guardian and Starjammer allies. That's a lot of buffs. Apply Death Ray to random Rocket Raccoon. That's a lot of buffs. I still fail to see how this team... Oh, wow. They changed his speed a lot, right? He was not 110 before. He was under 100, wasn't he? Wait, what's Rocket's speed at? Still 116. He's still slow as shit. I thought... Did Rocket used to get speed bar or something when there was a Groot on the field? I'm making him a Fortifier. It's either Fortifier or Skirmisher for me. I'm going to go Fortifier because I want to make sure that his life stays above 40%. Yeah, Rocket giving him taunt is cool and all, but if Rocket's at 116 speed, he's slow as shit. We'll level these guys up, though. I like this. I like this team here. I already did him. Okay. All right, let's check the other Starjammers. Are they all on the website right now? They probably are, right? Website is down. Hello? Is it actually? No, okay. Are they here though? They're kind of here. Okay, so this is Havoc. We kind of went over this yesterday, but not too much. So on his basic, he flips. He attacks primary and chains to 1 adjacent. So slows from Havoc and slows from Groot when Groot gets hit. Attack primary target. This is special now. Primary target, apply stun for 2 turns. And trauma for 1 turn. Attack primary adjacent targets for 280. Apply heal block. Apply +1 trauma. On Crucible defense, it just goes to the controller with charge. That's fine. His ultimate attacks primary for 400, applying defense down. On kill, apply safeguard itself and Starjammer X-Men. Prolonged duration of defense down by 1 on each enemy with barrier. Ignores defense up. So Pierce ignores defense up means they are going to hit really hard. I mean, they could have given them the X Factor tag. This guy, Polaris, maybe could have carried the X Factor to be somewhat okay in war, but I don't know. And gains 100% damage if primary target has barrier. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm guessing, does this mean 100% regular damage, or does this mean this goes to 500? That's an important distinction. I think it's just 100% regular damage. Elandra spreadsheet? Which spreadsheet? We have charts, but they're nothing. Wow. Oh, so when an enemy attacks his character, so protects an ally. So we got retaliation. This makes me think Raider or Striker. Single target. Kind of AoE. Kind of AoE. This out of turn damage is the same thing with Peggy Carter. And it's the same thing with Kestrel. I really enjoy it as Raider because those crits can fuck you up. But Striker may still be the call because of the single target nature of this attack and because of the slow here. I'm kind of feeling Raider though. I don't know. On enemy turn, if that enemy has barrier and if this character has 2 more Starjammer X-Men allies, apply +1 disrupted up to a maximum of 3 to that enemy. Okay. Enemies with barrier cannot gain immunity. Lower damage reduction while enemies are 25. Who is this towards? Which characters have any damage reduction? +5 speed for each enemy with barrier. So you're going to see a lot of people shying away from Fortifier for teams that these guys want to go up against. And it is speed stat, not speed bar. Keep that in mind. If it doesn't say bar, it's speed stat. So this is like the Night Stalker sort of thing. Does Odin spawn with barrier? I thought he only got it if he was Fortifier. Oh, damage reduction. Oh, I see what you're saying. Odin gets 50%, right? But he's not always going to have barrier. Where does Illuminati gives barrier? Hank gives barrier on basic, right? I see Howard. He gains offense up, applies that, so he's definitely going to be a striker. If this happens, we definitely want him as a striker. Good damage. Very good. Very good. Okay. An additional 2 times is crazy. Odin special gives him barrier. Okay. Good call. Howard clears the barrier, though. We don't want that. That's kind of weird. If we clear the barrier, don't we lose the speed stat from Havoc? This is very counterintuitive. It probably lines up in such a way that the speed works out perfect, that Havoc gives us enough of a boost, that we end up going first. We can maybe stun the Shuri, or we stun the Hank so he doesn't use his special maybe. Or we are able to go all in on Odin. Maybe. Attack all enemies for 300% piercing. Oh, this is turn 2 anyway. Hold on. No. Okay, I get it now. This is not his turn 1 attack. All right, roger that. For each enemy barrier on start of this turn, gain 25% damage up to a maximum of 200. Okay. So normally this is only going to be 125. It's a 5v5. That's a lot of piercing damage, though. I like that. What up, man, Fetty? Attack primary adjacent targets for 350% piercing. Apply ability block for 2 turns and disrupt. It doesn't say to primary, so I'm assuming these debuffs are to everybody. In Crucible, this character has 4 or more Star Gem allies. Apply trauma as well to all enemies. Gains 25% extra damage against targets with barrier, ignoring defense up. We're going to have to go over the Illuminati kits. On spawn, apply defense up for 2 turns to self and Star Gemmers. Good, because you need that against the Illuminati characters. In Crucible, fill speed bar for self and Star Gemmer allies by 15 plus 5. So this could be a total of 20, 35%. Oh, wow. This is Deathpool. This is Howard the Duck. So he's Deathpool. Now, obviously, this is not going to work against Captain Britain, but that's fine. So in all other teams, they're going to they're gonna wreck. Howard counters Mephisto empowered. How so? How does he counter it? Is it later on? Am I missing it? On enemy turn, if this character has barrier, attack that enemy. Wow! Even more fuck you out of turn damage. I'm saving all my cores for these guys. I'm probably buying these characters. This is going to make Crucible an offensive clusterfuck. Okay. In Crucible, before this character takes a turn, speed bar cannot be filled or reduced by any enemy for themselves, allies, or enemies. Okay. If this character's former Star Gem allies, the speed of all enemies can only be altered by positive and negative effects. If this character has 4 or more Star Gem allies, enemies not going to evade. Okay, so we're looking at this right here. Because they put a qualifying word in for Emma. Nice, Weddy. Happy to have you back, man. Non-mythic enemies cannot have their speed increased. This is a full team. This is like Immortal. You're using this full team. Because you're going to get speed bar for them. The Lander stops speed up on enemies. This does this. Okay, so the question becomes on defense, how do you beat these guys? That's true, Birdman. So you can't do speed bar before Howard takes a turn. After you can. Okay. Okay, so that's war though, it's different. And that's not as much as this, Steven. Anti-speed stat, anti-speed bar, extra speed bar, extra speed stat. Okay. You can't come in with any barrier. You cannot rely on speed up or speed bar or speed stat fill. Basically, holy shit, this team is what my stage 6 is. So they'll beat themselves. That may be right. At 127 speed, Mephisto's not slow. I think you could still beat this team with a Mephisto team. They'll have the decay effect, but they'll still eat the maximum damage. So if you have Mephisto on offense, you can still punch the shit out of that Groot, and when Groot dies, Groot's dead because you have Mephisto. And it's only until Howard takes a turn. So maybe Mephisto with like Night Stalkers. Howard does AoE ability block, seems wasted in 6. What are you talking about? Oh, sorry, Kev. I'm talking about season 14. I don't know if you were here yesterday. I told them, and they haven't approved it yet. My room that I had asked for is Mephisto's 127. My room that I had asked for is a no speed stat, no speed bar, no speed up, or slow, or decay, or whatever the case may be. I'm pretty sure Mephisto's 127, no? Yeah, Mephisto's 127. Okay, speaking of which, how fast is Howard? We know the lander is slow as dick. I think Howard is fast, right? Oh, he's only 120, and that means Havoc was the one at 128. One of them was 128. Okay. Hank is 127. Oops. Hank is 127, right? So Havoc would go first. Yes. Okay. So if you go in there, the lander stops the speed up. There's no speed bar, so we're not going to get speed bar. If we go in there and there's any amount of barrier, we will get to take care of the Shuri. Does the Illuminati team spawn with barrier at all? I don't think so. I don't know why I'm looking. Let's look at the new characters. Hank gives it to everybody. All heroes. So that'll mean you can control Shuri right off rip. But also, that's a lot of speed stat. So if it's to all heroes, let's say there's at least 3 of them. Let's go back to Havoc. Oh no, you don't even need anybody. You just automatically get 5. Oh, my bad. So Havoc is always going first. And even more with, okay. This does change a lot for the team. Oh, wait, no, I didn't read the whole thing. Jesus Christ. Okay. This character also represents gain 5% speed for each enemy with barrier. So against the 3, say it's 3-piece Illuminati with Mephisto and another villain. Let's see how fast they're going to go. Because that's kind of an interesting idea. Let's just do Groot. Groot's at 110. And he's going to get 3, so 15%. That'll put Groot at 126.5. So Groot would go just after Hank. Which means you would Havoc stun the Black Panther Shuri. And you would... And Howard has an ability block with trauma. Illuminati's dead on defense. I mean, you can still put him in to pull this team, I guess. But if you don't put Mephisto or Odin with this team, somebody can Superior 6 Old Man Logan it, right? So what does this mean for the defensive side of things? If this team is on defense, I think a Mephisto-based team can beat it. Yeah, if you have them both on defense. Well, here's the thing. I think I would... I don't know. You will ability block Odin too? I don't think you want to ability block Odin. You want Odin to use his special. Because he might heal, but he's not going to get as much damage reduction. He's not going to have his battlefield effect up. I think it'll play out similar to how the Phoenix Force one plays out, where you end up killing all the Illuminati members first, and then you get on Odin, you 5v1 him. And then if this is on defense, I think there's a Mephisto-based team that beats this. Does Mephisto give barrier when he does his thing? That could be an issue. I think he does, right? So you will forever be giving them 25% speed. That's a lot of speed. But not being able to gain trauma is good. You don't start with barrier. But it's actually an Odin Jammer replacement? No. No, because if you use 4-piece Star Jammer with Odin, and I use 5-piece Star Jammer, I think I can fuck you up. Oh, well, you can't gain speed bar in the mirror match. Oh, no, you can. Yeah, you can, because Howard the Ducks, this is based on... The speed of all allies can only be altered by positive and negative effects. Okay, so the speed bar still gets stopped. So this would not, in a mirror match, this does not help you. But this does. Do any of these characters spawn with barrier is the question then. We still haven't gone over the lander yet. Probably don't want to do that. Oh, bury yourself. But on defense, she'll start with this. Okay. Okay. So like this barrier will hurt her, will hurt the mirror match, but only on the second turn. Or if you're in a room where you can special but not ult. If you don't have 4, then I can put slow on you. But since there's no barrier, I don't think there's barrier from anybody on spawn. Right? No barrier on spawn. I just made my Groot fucking fortifier. I'll have to change that for the mirror match. I think Groot's skirmisher, maybe? Or Groot Raider, striker, because of his rocket assists. Oh, you 100% need to bring all 5 Starjammers for any Illuminati action. I was thinking, what if Starjammer's Odin? How do you cope with that? And Odin does not spawn with barrier either, right? It's still on a special. Okay. Mephisto, yeah. Mephisto, so Havocs would have a coin flip and then Mephisto would go. Once he goes, he gives the enemy Starjammer a speed stat, though. Yeah, Raider for the Trash Panda. Groot, I think outside the mirror match, I want Fortifier, because I need him to stay above 40% life to stop assists and stuff like that. Also, when he revives, he'll get barrier and all that kind of stuff. And he's going to be tanking like crazy. For the mirror match, I think Skirmisher to land the slows. Because I assume if I'm doing the mirror match, there's an Odin there. Or a Mephisto. So when the enemy hits my Groot, they'll get slow. Wait, that's a thought. Hold on. Let's go back to Howard. You use Night Stalkers. You're right. Sinister's 100% right. If I see Odin with Starjammers, that means he doesn't have the 4 Starjammer allies. Which means my Night Stalkers will get that crazy speed up. I could come in with Mephisto and fuck them up. It wouldn't be close. Are none of these guys controllers? Blaster. Blaster. Protector, blaster, support. Yeah, you're right. First random. Well, your Havoc will go first. So you just stun her. Give her the Stone Cold Stunner. Yeah. What does Illuminati look like without Hank? So now heroes can get slow. Oh, so you just bring in Superior 6. Yeah. Yeah. Without Hank giving the barrier, Superior 6 will give slow to the Illuminati and it's over. I think Ford on Groot for everything except the mirror matchup. Yeah. Hank gives barrier to everybody on spawn. All heroes on spawn, I should say. Well, you don't need speed up if Black Panther Shuri stops them from getting speed up, right? The problem is Hank stops you from getting slow. That's where the hole is. You gotta remember, Illuminati covers speed bar with Captain Britain, speed stat reduction with Captain Britain because I made a team that beat them. Shuri gives anti-villain speed up. Hank gives speed up and he stops slow. That's why Illuminati was so fucking ridiculous and why looking at the counter for Illuminati is so fucking ridiculous. The fact that they have to do speed stat for barrier, knowing that Hank gives barrier, this is a straight up written counter for them, right? Howard the Duck gives speed bar so that if they don't use Captain Britain, it's a wrap immediately. The speed bar, this is also just to make them have the same sort of power. Like, this team is Illuminati 2.0, but also counters Illuminati just from being slightly better with the Havoc line right here, pretty much. They have the same anti-speed that Illuminati had. They have the same I cannot get slow that Illuminati had. They have the same anti-speed bar that Illuminati had. They even have the same anti-speed stat. Except it's in reverse. It's just for enemies. So Emma technically still works here. That's interesting. Would 4 Starjammers with Emma beat Starjammers? No one say a fucking word, okay? I don't know, just a thought, but no one say a word. Because that's the exact same thing they had with Illuminati, then they ended up buffing Captain Britain to stop that, okay? Nobody say a word. Okay. Get rid of the same kit gem in every single scene. Well, how would you counter the Starjammers? To counter the Illuminati, they literally had to copied the Illuminati's kit almost verbatim with one difference, which made it a good Mephisto counter as well. And then they actually had to add speed stat gain from Havoc. Oh, it wouldn't work for Odin Starjammers because Odin can't be affected by Emma, right? Yeah. Okay, I don't want my video just to be reading off the website. So I think what I want to do is I want to make a slide maybe for the best part of each character's kit and outline who it is an anti of. Does that make sense? What did spoil? What did what's spoiling? What did Boil on spoil now? He's a new video out? Yeah, the new stats is gonna make that go crazy though, right? Alright, let's start with Rocket. Because Rocket's not doing much. Oh, let's get rid of the Starjammers now. Yeah, Rocket's not doing much here. You say he's like Lady Deathstrike, so he does massive damage, and I hope that's the case. Because that would be really needed for people who are not saving to core this team. Okay. I think it's the turn after Kevin. How terrifying would a fucking raccoon this big with a minigun walking down a thing like that be? Oh, I'd run so far away, so fast. he'd catch you immediately. Is she going to be any good for plug and play? We haven't really gone over her kit yet. We're going to have to do that. This is crazy. This is actually fucking crazy, dude. It's actually crazy. What's Groot's life like? Groot's sitting at 10 mil. Not bad. Not bad at all. You should be my build priority. Priority order to build up. You should start doing Rocket and Groot now. Fuck Liberty. Fuck Liberty. Build Rocket and Groot now. Fuck Liberty. Use Captain Sam on Xtina's Astral counter. Call it a day. Fuck the Liberty team. I wonder if there might be times you want Groot to die easily, like Bishop or Cyclops. He gives a lot of buffs. Speed up, offense up, and counter. The speed up would be really clutch. The offense up, Rocket's going to be taking care of that. Liberty team, nothing wrong with them. This team just looks so good. This team is Illuminati 2.0. I just need to look at their stats to see if the damage is going to be there. Groot is a crazy rework. This decay alone is insane. The amount of buffs he gives is also insane. Groot alt gives immunity. But Rocket also gives immunity to Groot. We're probably going to bounce from this slide to certain aspects of the website just to highlight certain things, but we're not going over everything. Need red arrows. He's the red arrow guy. All right, let's do Lilandra next. for these guys. I guess I have their portraits. Should I just use their portraits or use one of these? Portrait? I think so, yeah. But with red arrows. Alright, let me find all that crap. Yeah, there was a Guardian one. I forget if it was Infinity Watch and Guardian. It was. Yeah, it was, because we were using like Cosmo and shit there. I'm excited for her art. Just the way her helmet looks here looks really cool. This is pretty. I'm really excited about this team. It's kind of a hype team, I think. All right, I don't like what's happening there though. Let's It's not Photoshop, but it's free. We'll see. It's gonna drop the quality a lot if I do this. No, I didn't drop it too much. Morning, Toxie. How's it going? Does the helmet keep Professor X from invading her mind? I don't think so. I don't think she needs that. They have dark dimension viability. Ooh, good question. We'll have to look into that for sure. Wait. Are they all cosmic? Probably not then. I think it'd still go Annihilators. But it definitely takes like Vol out of the question, Kang out of the question, I'd say. Probably Havoc at that point. Yeah, probably Havoc for sure. Being the faster character. Okay, Lilandra. I don't know if works everywhere is the right, but they have a lot behind Crucible. Alright, so we're on the Lilandra. Offense down. She'll get an assist if there's Gladiator. If deflect gain, or sorry, if barrier gain deflects. Barrier clear. Defense down slow. Offense down, heal block, rebound chain, barrier, regeneration of Groot. Can be counterattacked unless she has Star Jammer allies. Again, barrier clear. Are they going to be good against Null with all the barrier clear? Clearing, damn. So she's got buff clears, but no decay, so Safeguard will still protect them. You won't revive against Null? True. So is it 3 stacks of trauma? That's crazy. I forgot about this line. Yeah, this is crazy. And it's unavoidable. We need to... Okay, are there stats in game yet? Ooh, no vulnerable. On any turn. Maybe the right word for this. I don't know Rocket and Groot are. I mean, are they on the website? Ooh, anti-vulnerable. That's a huge one. You're taking ISO attacks away. Which, by the way, really, really, really devalues Striker in any sort of mirror match. I mean, it devalues Strikers across the board. So there's so much going on with barrier with her, right? There's the offense down. There's the barrier clear. There's barrier application as well. Okay, so she can gain deflect if any has barrier. Enemies will get offense down on their turn if they have barrier, and she can clear barrier. How do we classify that? Just barrier god, essentially. And besides that, buffer, right? The summon, we'll definitely mention the summon. Who do you think is the best Starjammer character? There is no best Starjammer character. They really are the sum of their parts. No one character looks like they're standing above all the others. Except Rocket. He's way down there. He's way down there. Because they're all doing very interesting things. It's a very whole team. Which, is that good? Bad? It means that there's no, like, shining star plug-and-play character, I guess. And they're heavily gated behind Crucible. Especially Lalandra. Well, I guess, no, her special's really good. So we got debuffs, lots of debuffs. Lots of debuffs. looks so dapper. I am unfamiliar with like all Howard comics. I might have to pick one up. This accursed movie. I do know about this movie though. I don't know if this is super necessary. Because Rocket's going to give it out too. I guess he goes before Rocket. Okay, so number one thing he does is you give offense up for Rocket. So Rocket's already going to have offense up. Rocket gives it to himself. Which is probably why he only gets it on his basic. I just don't think you need to make him a striker, I guess. Unless you really want Lilandra, who goes before Rocket. Oh no, she goes after Rocket. He attacks all. He attacks primary. I think this is a team bunch full of raiders. I don't think we're fucking around with many strikers here. I mean, it's not bad to get a striker attack off. Once again, though, in the mirror matchup, striker becomes useless. So you got to be super careful. Okay, so Speed Manipulator, anti-speed stat, at least until his first turn. Out of turn damage. If you have a barrier against this team, you're going to get fucked, man. This is confusing to me. Groot, Scrim, Rocket, Striker for the AAA? Nah, I think Rocket definitely is a Raider. I think Rocket definitely is a Raider. His ult is gonna hit so hard. And he gets crit chance all over the place. So I want to give him that extra crit damage, I think. I think I'd rather the extra crit damage. So how many? We have trauma from Howard. Trauma from Lilandra too, right? Was there trauma from Havoc as well? Three sources of trauma on this team. Anybody else from YouTube experiencing the same thing as Toxie? All right, we're good, we're good. Three sources of trauma is kind of crazy. I think Howard's just going to be a big old damage dealer. A huge damage dealer with some early debuffs, which is nice. But like his main thing is just like insane damage and the speed stuff. I think he's just doing huge damage. Let me verify that real quick. Rocket Raccoon is up there, Jesus. Lilandra's up there. Howard at 19 at 563,000. What is Howard? Is he bio? Howard's tech. So he's going to get extra damage from Rocket too. Okay. Who else is tech? She's skill. He's mutant. So it's just, okay, Howard. Okay, so Howard's getting 5%. So he's going to, 5% added to what his is probably kind of crazy, isn't it? My calculator. Let's go 563,570 times 1.05. So he's moving at 591. So he's actually going to be in the top 10. He'll be the biggest damage dealer on the team. Oh no, Havoc. Oh shit, Havoc. Let's go, buddy. Havoc is the highest damage character that is not one of these crazy characters. Shouldn't the 5% be removed since he's a new rework like Captain Sam? You know what? Let me ask. I don't think so. Because we see the kit has been updated on the website. It's not 50%, right? It's 5%. 5% of Howard the Duck doesn't make him the hardest hitting character in the game, so that's why I think it's probably still just going to stay there. If it was 60%, like Black Panther Shuri, then yeah, that wouldn't be a thing. Yeah, big damage, out of turn damage, speed bar manipulator, anti-speed stat. Okay. Okay. I think that's good for Howard. I don't love the way Havoc looks, to be honest with you. The way his portrait looks. It's just a pissed off Black Bolt. Like, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? I don't love it. guess if that's what he looks like, that's what he looks like. I prefer this version of him. I really prefer this version of him. Like, this is dope. Yeah, I would have preferred him to look like this. Sorry, like this. Okay, so he's doing a lot of stuff too, right? So he's also doing out of turn damage. Yeah, I agree, 10K. I get they want to go for the more cosmic key version, but when I see a turn 1 stun, I always have to note it. Always. Especially if it comes with trauma. See, this alone might help you win the mirror match. Because if the AI is going to default to this, which is like a really, really hard hitting ability. Like, that's interesting, right? But it's not a stun. Unless this one-shots you, this is better. Right? Because I will make you miss a turn. In a turn-based game, I will make you miss a turn. We stunning Hank? I think we're actually going to stun Shuri with this one. To stop a random... Well... It depends how fast Rocket is, I guess. If Rocket goes before Shuri... It depends how many heroes there are. How many heroes Hank gives barrier to. If it's Odin Illuminati with 5 heroes... And Rocket's at 116 speed. 116 times 1.25. Rocket would go first. Like, we would just, yeah. We'd probably just YOLO into Hank. Wouldn't stopping the immunity safeguard be better? So, George, so if the, okay, let me do some math. 116, let's do if there's only the 3 new Illuminati members. 133.4. And what is Black Panther Shuri? $133. I assume that means Rocket would go before her. So as long as Rocket goes before Black Panther Shuri, and that's if there's 3 heroes. If there's as soon as there's more than 3 heroes, Rocket definitely goes before her. He would put taunt and immunity on Groot, and then her special would not matter at all because you can't get slow on your team anyway. Yeah, you'd probably stun the Hank. It depends a little bit on this, but like there's way more often than not more than 3 heroes. Does Illuminati spawn with defense up? No. I think Hank gives it to them, right? They spawn with speed up? Oh no, they do spawn with defense up. Captain Britain or Iron Man gives them defense up. Either or. So it gives stun plus trauma, plus heal block and trauma. So this super cucks Hank. There's also this, though. That's interesting. So if you don't go in with a full Starjammer and you let the enemy go first, even if Hank does his special, he won't get the buffs, and neither will Shuri because they would have had barrier. Unless the barrier gets ripped off. I mean, this is probably just a fail-safe. It's probably not necessary. When does first AoE trauma get applied? Havoc. Havoc special. If used on offense, Havoc special. It'll apply trauma to the primary and attack primary and adjacent targets for heal block plus more trauma. And then Howard, he does trauma as well on his ultimate, right? Yeah. And Landra will do trauma on her ultimate too, which is also available turn 1. This team is fucking stacked. I will theory craft a counter for this. I'll have no idea if it works. If I find one that works, I will not put it in my video probably. Because I don't want them to do what they did with Illuminati again. I don't think they do either though. I think people hate Illuminati on defense. I think that has caused a lot of people to dislike Crucible. Okay, I want to show this. I want to show this. I want to show the speed stat from Mephisto plus the barrier. Okay. Yeah, it won't flip what's important. Okay. I think we're probably good then to start a video. Wait, I didn't finish this, did I? He's big damage. Like, he's big damage. Yeah, they do got to start learning to tell Krakens no. They got to learn to tell Krakens no, and just, like, they can have more fun with future teams as they come in. Get some extra diamonds out there to make them have just this, like, insane stat advantage, and just let the other people play the game, I think. I would rather Krakens be able to go up to 7 diamonds and me have no chance against them, but not have to deal with characters like Illuminati Odin and play within my spending range. I would rather that at this point. You get trauma, you get trauma, you get trauma. Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, so there's lots of damage here. Also defense down, right? On the ult. So you could do a single target nuke. Let's go, Donnie. Congrats, man. So he could do a single target nuke, or he could do AoE. Okay, I think that's good. Do we think Havoc or Howard's going to come last? I think Howard will come last because his anti-speed and the speed bar manipulator really kind of elevates the team. I think Howard might be the most important member for the offensive stuff that he brings. The war video? What war video? Ooh, I want to see if they took my team down yet. Yeah, they did. Did I get any wins from it? Let's see. Okay. So this is all the old stuff. So I forgot a win there. That's good. Oh, that was old. Never mind. This is all old. I'm so scared he got one shot. Okay, Mephisto Night Stalkers lost to it, but they did kill Kahori. Mighty Avengers lost to it. So we got our 2 wins, and then we got fucked. Wow, we got fucked by that? Odin's the fastest character on that field, isn't he? Oh, so we only got the 2 wins. So we got our 3 defense victories. Looks like Cypher had a little bit better luck. Yeah, Cypher had a little bit better luck. I think we're screwed on wins losses though. Let me see. Okay, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We ended up at 25. Last I checked, they were at 27. So 25 actually is pretty good. Are they still 27? That's 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. They're at 29. We need 5 more wins. I don't know if we got that. So there's nothing here. Hangar? I don't think there was anything in Hangar, right? Not there. Maybe Zohan's Astral can get us a win. Ben, he ain't got nothing here. No, he doesn't have Astral here either, huh? Damn. What about Kevin? Kevin's got a Mephisto. No scroll on that one, though, so I assume that one's going to get taken out pretty easily. We need 4 more wins. We don't got what it takes. No. No, we don't have what it takes for 4 more wins. That's okay though. I mean, what else is showing for them? A whole lot of nothing. Oh, actually, oh fuck, we have a loss there, guys. We can't be losing now. Oh, he had to use his infestation for the event. It is what it is. Has to be done. After this war's over, we'll get everyone to throw them all on defense. But yeah, he had to do that. It is what it is. Damn, that sucks. Scotty going in. Okay. Hopefully they didn't put him at a weird position. Like a weird save state for the enemies there. When the war's on the line, don't use infestation on offense. No, he has to because of the event. We would rather lose the event and... sorry, we would rather lose the war but do better on this event. Because you have to use them. Every single person in your alliance has to use them. Yeah. Aren't there offers to make up for the event milestone? We're not spenders. Yeah, we're not spenders. Even if it doesn't get us an extra milestone, just by principle, I'd rather them get it done like that. I'd rather people not have to worry about it. It's stupid to have to do it like that, but it is what it is. All right, so there's Howard, Havoc, Lilandra, Groot, Rocket, and then I want to make something here. Scotty's not a Kraken right now. Yeah. Scotty is not spending on that account, I don't think. It's a new account that was gifted. You don't have to use them on defense. They can be on defense or offense. We just didn't tell our guys to get their level 1 infestations up on defense in time. Okay, I want to make just a sheet. Okay, like the big counters. Yeah, having people make use infestation is kind of stupid. But they also gave infestation the seasonal buff. It did nothing for the team, so it is kind of just troll garbage. But it is what it is. I don't care enough to bitch about it, to be honest with you. How did I convince him to return? If I told you, I'd have to kill you. Well, not Super Troopers hurrah? I don't think so. I gave him to collect like 4,000. That's more around the price range. Storm got a rework. He couldn't contain himself. I'm GamerDuck. I know, George. What up, Fussy? Pimp Toxie with the sub. Thanks, Pimp Toxie. You're the best, buddy. That'll earn you a spin on the wheel. Shit, I didn't pull the wheel up. 1 second. I didn't pull the wheel up. I didn't pull the wheel up. Here's the spin on the wheel for Pimp Toxie. What is Pimp Toxie gonna make me have to suffer through today? Please don't be death by hot sauce. More flowers. Diamond dump. All right, Toxie. We friends, right? We friends, right? What are we doing a diamond dump on today? So let me see here. What do we got? Pull the chat back up. We got some 50 diamond minions. I wouldn't be mad at having to lose 50 diamonds. We got Night Nurse. That's not a good choice. Squirrel Girl. They just reworked Rocket. Maybe that'd be okay. Mantis. Again, they just reworked, you know, some other characters from Rivals. Maybe that would be a thing. We can also do a refresh. If you want to do a refresh, we can do up to 2 refreshes. So it's up to you. What do I need? I don't need any of these characters. But we have to do something for the integrity of the Wheel of Punishment. Must I be attacked for use on defense? No, CW-licious. It works as soon as you load in to war. It's in effect there. I should put dark diamonds on the wheel for a premium amount of subs. Make a premium wheel. You mean a Ceci wheel? We call it the Wheel of Ceci. Just big ass punishments all over the place. I'm gonna get my wife a shit ton of flowers for Valentine's Day. There we go. We got the refresh. We got Shield Medic. We got some more Kree. We got Wongers, Shang-Chi, Toad, Kate Bishop, Juggernaut, Strafe. We got the ancient one. 3 diamonds looking at us like, hey, big guy. Want a party? I want a party. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, Pip? You did it today too? I like it. I like it. Let's go. How big is she gonna be? Whoop. She was 1.2. She is now 1.3 mil. I like it. Thank you, Pimp Toxie. I was actually hunting for that one anyway. Appreciate you and appreciate you supporting the stream. All right. Better person than me. I tell my wife she can flowers anytime she wants except for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna do everything for the wife for Valentine's Day. We're getting flowers. I'm getting chocolate. I'm gonna make her a super fancy steak. I'm gonna see if I can't get these kids out this house. At least a few of them, because I believe the 14th is when? It's Friday, right? Yeah. Yeah. I might ask my parents to hold the kids for the weekend. They just went on a cruise. They don't need any romance time. Take her to cinema, see a film. Nah, that's too like ordinary. She needs something special. Gonna buy her some Spider-Man web shooters so she can play with Jacob. I'm still finding those Nerf bullets all over the house. Diamond economy management video. Here's your diamond economy management video. Don't make a sub wheel, because it lands on that one so often. Unless you have good friends like Pintoxy or like Ceci, who made me do Rocket Raccoon long before the thing ever. He thought he was trolling me. Get wrecked, Ceci. Night with the kid. Yeah, I'll take her on. I'll either take her somewhere or I'll have something nice set up at home. Take us to Brave New World. Yeah. I'll either take her to like a nice restaurant, and then like, you know what she really likes to do? She just loves to window shop, and she doesn't get to do it very often. I could take her to like a nice restaurant and then bring her to the mall and just walk around the mall with her, get her Colonel's popcorn, get her a Cinnabon for dessert, that sort of thing, and she'd love that. She's not really a out clubbing kind of gal. Where was I? We taking Phoenix Rocks and Blade there, made me poor. Yeah, but you did 3 great picks, George. You're gonna be poor if you 3 diamond characters. It's 2 diamond and bust. 2 diamond and chill. That's what it should be. Unless you get super lucky on pulls, like I have been. But we can make another one anyway. Always down for videos. I'm still working on Ben's video. Mimosas. There you go. All right. So wait, where was I? I'm back here. The big counters. I know exactly what I want for this. I want the Apocalypse background. I love this background. This was so cool. Actually, the one we have in game right now is pretty cool too, right? Or was that last patch? Oh, it must have been last patch. What we have right now is pretty basic. I thought we had one last patch that was pretty sick. Okay, after that, we need a thumbnail, of course. Of course. So let's do that. It just feels weird not putting a capital in the J. It's one word, but do they get it anyway? I'm doing it. What's the title? Starjammers, aka Illuminati 2.0. Starjammers, the ultimate Crucible team. Starjammers, the meta-crushing Crucible gods. What do we think of here? First of all, I need Marvel Space for sure. We use the old Nowhere helmet. Ooh, Galactus helmet. It's to be a wall like Illuminati. Yeah, they're not as oppressive in that regard. They just break that wall down. I do think there's going to be a Mephisto team that beats it. What happens when I do Starjammers? Nothing good. Nothing good to come from this. This one's actually kind of sick, but... This is tough. I'm gonna do the Galactus one. You guys think we're gonna get a Galactus with the Fantastic Four stuff coming? Howard was on nowhere. Rocket and Groot went there. Havoc has been nowhere to be found. Lilandra is a nobody. Like, it fits pretty good. Yeah, I would love Onslaught. Which one's cooler? I kind of like this one. I think they have an issue still with the rig and making big character models. I think they got to figure that out first. To be fair to Scopely, the MCU fucking got flipped on its head, exploded. Should I just do Starjammers are insane? Well, they probably will kill shot, but that's still going to be a good thing. Because you might just pull Illuminati to offense. You like Illuminati 2.0? There's just so many similarities. I don't think you'll need both Odin and Fisto. I think there'll be a Fisto team that gets it done. Yeah, they definitely will. Let's look at our cursed rocket images. Oh my god, it's so cursed. At least it's not his groin area like it is for every other character, I guess. But Fizzle is slower than all the Starjammers with their speed bar gain. Not if you bring Captain Britain. Just saying. I think Hank. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what I think, but actually, sure I will. I think Captain Britain is gonna be a plug-and-play character now. Or you put both of these on defense, and you see what happens. Something like that. Oh, my shoulders! Goddamn. So we don't like Starjammers are insane. The over-under on Havoc and Howard the Duck being overtuned when they released like the Old Man Logan guy, you know, from last year in the CC tournament. What? What do you mean overtuned? Overturned? I don't understand. Get star jammed? I don't like this thumbnail. I don't like this thumb title. Oh, being overtuned. Like they'll do too much damage kind of thing. They might. Havoc having the highest damage set in the game for a non-mythical character is kind of crazy. And Howard is not far behind him. And they both do out of turn damage. Put Howard on the thumbnail. Like put his portrait there. He's sneaking behind the group. Starjammers deal traumatic damage. Starjammer's traumatic to Crucible. I like that. Here, let me do this. Let me grab. We got your head, and your head. The eye patch protected Odin. I don't know what to say. Oh, I'm getting crazy fucking heartburn. What the hell? Is that the coffee? I think this is to get more people to click the video. I think. We will miss you. It's from that fucking hot sauce still. I'm still dealing with the ramifications of Ceci making me eat a bite. Should I make the background grayed out? I kind of like the background being a little bit shiny. Because it is kind of a dark background already, but that little... The Galactic's kind of cool. Am I healthy? I'm the farthest thing from healthy. But I've also had heartburn like this before. I know what heartburn feels like. These guys are jamming in the stars. I think this will do. I think this will do. So we go from this to, oops, to Rocket, and then we're gonna swivel on over to the website. We go Rocket, we go Groot, we go Alandra, Havoc, Howard. We talk about the counters, and then maybe we theorize what'll beat them. Okay. And then we theorize what we think could possibly beat them. I don't want to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. Stop it. I don't want to sneeze. Okay. Tree is 110 now. But yeah, they buffed it up a lot. ISO for Rocket, I really like Raider just because of all the crit chance he gets. He get crit 100% of the time. I get the talk about Striker, but I think about the mirror matchup. Same thing with Groot. So Groot I like as a fortifier in everything but the mirror matchup. In the mirror matchup, maybe we go Skirmisher so that you do get at least one double tap, even though the Landra will cleanse it. But more so he lands those slows. But you won't land slows in the mirror matchup anyway. So healer in that case, I guess. For the Mongoose shoulders, I don't have their pictures, unfortunately. Okay, I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Under Havoc. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time on everything. I just want to give the vibe, really talk about the immensity, and then I want to show that like I'm saving my cores up. 35 to 25 defense victories. Yeah, well, there's no way we get 5 more defense victories with what we have. Having to lose so many times with infestation fucked us really bad. Oh well, that's okay. And then the 3 losses I had were stupid. Well, 2 losses I had were stupid. One of them I was fucked because of the charges. For the Illuminati left, yeah. I mean, hopefully, but the Illuminati's really, really beatable. But we'll see. I'd be more looking at like Astral teams. If we have any Astral teams. Star Jam, Jam, everything. Okay, let's make a video in 3, 2, 1. How's it going, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be diving into the Starjammer kits because that was released yesterday. I wanted to go over the kits overnight and really get a feel for this. And I got to say, these guys are absolutely insane. So we're going to go character by character, just give the vibe of the character. We'll quickly go over to the website to see what we see as far as what's actually going to be being applied here. Hold on, I didn't have this ready. I thought I did, but I don't. Why is this not working? There we go. Yeah. I thought I had it ready, but I didn't. Okay. 3, 2. Oof, Kevin, relax a little bit. I get the jokes, but you gotta relax a little bit. All right. 3, 2, 1. How's it going, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be jumping into the Space Jammers. This team looks absolutely insane. So we're going to do a quick vibe check on all the characters, look at a little bit of the specifics, but we're not just going to drone on over the kits. We're going to talk about what these guys are going to beat, how they're going to beat them, and can we beat them? And what I'm doing to prepare for this team, because I think this team is one of the special teams we get, 3, maybe 4 special teams around the year. This is going to be one of them. This is a scary team in my opinion. Let's break it down character by character, just a quick vibe check. Rocket Raccoon, a rework character. He's a crit monster. Everything he does is getting extra crit chance. He does apply taunt to Groot, as well as give him immunity. Lots of assists on that opening attack, and his damage is massive with his passive giving offense up. So if we could just quickly look at what I think the brightest spot of this character's kit is going to be, it's going to be on this special right here. His opening attack doing 350% damage with his new damage buff. By the way, having him in the top 10 or in the 10th spot with all of that crit. And it's going to be calling an assistant from Groot and a random ally, which is a little bit of plug and play, but not so much. So it's going to be basically 3 hits in one with all these new characters, the new character stats. And these guys have big stats. This team is going to be snacking really hard, and their damage modifiers are nothing to scoff at either. But that's kind of it for Rocket. Rocket is sort of a blunt instrument, just whacking people as hard as it can. But the tree, oh boy, the tree is not just a blunt instrument. He's kind of like a blunt wall that is just, excuse my French, fudging with everything, okay? Groot has cleanses on both of his abilities, and he has the decay feature. That Shadow King decay feature when Shadow King ults, removing trauma and all that. Yeah, Groot has that on his opening ability. Groot is giving many buffs out. From death proofs to speed up to offense up when he dies. Like, Groot is crazy. He's tanking. He has 100% revive chance as long as all of his teammates are alive, which he revives with 100% life. And when he's above 40% life, he also has the anti-assist. This is going to be such an important character. Just quickly, death proofs defense up, safeguard all in his special, which you can do turn 1. Calling in damage as well, so he's not just doing nothing. Flipping random positive effects as well. Like, it's crazy how big of a buff his special got. His special now gives you buffs, attacks, flips positive effects, calls in an assist. It's just crazy. And then Crucible instead calling in 2 allies with the highest damage. Once again, people are going to die against this team pretty quickly. What I wanted to give a quick look at, though, is his passive. I think this is the most important part of possibly the entire Starjammer. Nah, it's not true. We'll talk about the entire vibe of the team later. But this is such an important part of their kit. So he is, when he's above 40% life, lowering the assist chance of all enemies by 100%. This includes our biggest assister, Odin, but also Old Man Logan. I was about to say Old Man Logan. It really is going to wreck the Odin teams, all of the Odin teams, because if Odin starts with his special, we're going to see from the other characters on this team that is not good for him or whatever team he's on. All right, and until this character takes turns, Starjammers gain 5% focus. He is the slowest character on their team, but he's not too slow. They did buff his speed from like the low 90s to 110, so he's not like never taking turns. But his passive is where it's at, so when he gets hit, he's going to gain counter and apply slow. And when he does a counter attack, he's actually going to give himself regeneration. So he is doing lots and lots of healing. When he dies, he has a 100% revive chance as long as all of his Starjammer allies are alive. But he's also going to be applying defense up, speed up, offense up, and counter to all of them. And death proof to random rocket ally. It's this insane rework. This might be the best rework we've ever seen. But he will not outshine the new characters, all right? Lilandra, anti-vulnerable. Basically, unless it's happening in the same instance of action. When I say that, unless it's like an attack followed by an assist, which isn't going to happen because Groot's on the team. Unless it's that, strikers are dead against this team. You can't have strikers on this team because the Lilandra clears vulnerables on any turn. It's insane, okay? Barrier God, she's doing so much. She's giving barrier, she's taking barrier away, she's giving certain buffs if enemies have barrier. It's insane what she is. She's just, don't play around with this girl when it comes to barrier, okay? Debuffer, we're talking offense now, we're talking defense now, we're talking heal blocks, we're talking trauma on the entire team on her opening turn if that's what she wants to do. Immunities, she can summon in the guy behind her, Gladiator. It's crazy. The fact that they're going to give this character away though tells me she's not the MVP of the team. She may be super important for Professor X, right? That's Babe, right? Babe is life, happy wife, happy life. But I think the other characters are going to be a little bit more meaningful, especially since she is actually going second last on the team. She goes after Rocket. And because she's going to be one of the primary sources of defense down, it's a little bit of an interesting dynamic there. But what she brings that is most important is actually going to be her speed up and slow manipulation. So in Crucible, if she has 4 Star Jammers, enemies cannot gain speed up. It's not villains. This is better than Hank Pym's passive. Enemies cannot gain speed up, no matter what. I don't need to be charged. I just need to have 4 or more allies. We're going to see when this goes live, if once we take one of them out, can they again get speed up. But also, this character and all Star Jammer allies cannot gain slow. She's so similar to Hank. It's so similar to Hank. She stops the speed. I guess the Shuri stops the speed up part, but she does the anti-slow that Hank does. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. It's a locked box. We'll talk about speed just as a concept a little bit later, but she is a huge part of why this team is going to be relatively unstoppable, in my opinion. All right, moving on over to Havoc. A lot of people have been asking, begging for Havoc for the X Factor team, and Scopely said, go fuck yourself. All right, so instead we're getting him on the Star Jammer team, but honestly, that's still kind of exciting because this guy looks really fun. Fastest character on the Star Jammer team. He has either a turn 1 stun that is going to do trauma to the primary and adjacents up to a maximum of 3. And then we have also, we could use a turn 1 single target nuke. We're going to do 400% piercing, ignore defense up, gain extra damage if they have barrier. Don't bring barrier into this team. That is a bad, flawed idea. He'll put defense down out there, and if he gets a kill, you get safeguard. Like, he is the character that is going to set up whatever fight you're doing. Do you need to do a turn 1 stun with a bunch of trauma to stop Illuminati? Or do you need to do a single target nuke to, I don't know, murder Odin before he gets to move? Think about it. Lady Deathstrike is murdering Odin, and when you see Havoc's damage, I don't know, guys. He's also giving Star Jammers speed stat, which is a crazy thing. We see how effective that is for Night Stalkers. Freaking Night Stalkers in Crucible. Well, Havoc, for any enemy that has barrier, he is going to give 5% speed to his team. So in the traditional teams, it would be, 5v5 up to 25%, but they also leave room for summons. So maybe there's going to be a Hela. We can get barrier on that. Maybe in the mirror match, Gladiator will be spawned. So there'll be 6 enemies there. So they leave room for you to get even more speed above and beyond. Maybe we'll see more summons in the future, sort of thing. But this is locked behind Crucible. Or maybe, just maybe, we'll have Crucible rules for the Professor X unlock at some point. And there'll be more. I'm just saying. They could get creative. This could be a fun, creative way. But besides that, and I can't believe I took this off of his slide, he has out of turn damage, okay? So when any enemy attacks this character or Star Jammer or even X-Men ally, Havoc, with his highest damage stat in the game, besides the mythic characters, besides Odin, besides Null, besides, I guess, epic characters too, Phoenix and now Omega Red Phoenix, highest damage stat. 200% piercing damage. Anytime you're attacked, he's like, fuck you. Don't touch my friends. Okay? And it'll become unavoidable and gain 50% damage if that enemy has barrier. Do not take barrier into this team. It is a huge, huge liability. Not only would he give his team speed stat with that, but he's also going to be doing extra damage. And this is the crazy part of this team. This team is going to be very chaotic. Speed is king in a turn-based game. Barrier comes and goes, okay? So it's going to be so hard to really nail down how the match flows are going to go with barrier coming and going off this team, with this team gaining and losing speed stat. It may not be super dramatic, but we're definitely going to feel it, which is pretty exciting in my opinion. And then we got the meme character on the team, Howard the Duck. Don't watch that movie, folks. Howard the Duck is actually a super interesting character. He is kind of OP in the comics, and they definitely made him OP in game, okay? Howard's damage, when you include the 5% tech boost that Rocket is giving him, is kind of scary. It puts him right up there in the top 10. And like Havoc, he has out-of-turn damage for any character that has Barrier. Do not bring Barrier into this team. How many times do I got to say that? He is a speed bar manipulator, both positive for your team and negative for the enemy team. And he has the strongest anti-speed stat mechanic we have in the game that is going to stop. Wait for it. Mephisto. Let's go check it out. All right, so he'll give himself offense up if he does his basic. You might think Striker. I don't care about Striker. Rocket Raccoon gives offense up on his passive anyway. And in the mirror match, Striker's not going to be a thing. So I'm not... Well, I'll do a different video about T4s and ISO 8s. I'm not thinking about Striker for Howard the Duck. He has anti-barrier on his special, which is turn 2. Because you don't really want to clear barrier if you are the Starjammer team. You want to lean into it, kick some butt, right? He gains damage for everybody with barrier. And once again, they go above and beyond. So if it was a 5v5, you would think the max would be 125. Nope. They jack it up. This is outside of Crucible 2. So this could be everywhere. His special, this is his turn 1. We got ability block disrupt. Applying trauma. Come on now. Come on. To all enemies for 2 turns. 3 sources of trauma on this team. This team, as a wise man said, this is a traumatic team to face, okay? And this is going to be ignoring defense up with extra damage. He's big damage, what I'm trying to say. But this, I thought was crazy. So this team really does feel like it is being pushed and just sculpted, a fine sculpt to be an Odin Illuminati counter. And it definitely is going to do that. It definitely is. As we'll talk about when we look at certain characters' kits. But this is more than just that. In Crucible, fill speed bar for self and all Starjammer allies by 15 plus 5% per Starjammer. So not only does he have the stop speed bar for enemies, but he will give his team speed bar. This is going to make the team so much harder to beat when they're on the defensive side. But it also means if you now take your Illuminati off defense, I don't have to be like, oh, I built Starjammers for no reason because now I don't even get to use them against Illuminati. Nobody uses Illuminati on defense anymore. That speed bar means that this is going to be an interesting counter for basically everything. That is the death pool speed bar. This is going to be a long-lasting team. That's why I say this team is special, because it is stopping everything speed related and it is taking everything speed related too, besides speed up on spawn. All right. This is the big part. So we do have in Crucible, before this character takes a turn, so it's not the whole match, just before character takes a turn, speed bar cannot be filled or reduced by any enemy for themselves, allies, or enemies. So you can't reduce the enemy, and you can't fill your own speed bar. Rip Super Skrull, rip Red Hulk, rip that sort of thing, right? If this character has 4 or more Starjammer allies, the speed of all enemies can only be altered by positive and negative effects. The speed of Mephisto is what allows Mephisto to do his empowered attack as quickly as this. It's not going to stop Mephisto from being empowered, but it will stop him from getting that 666 speed. So this means Mephisto at 127, you have time to take Mephisto out before Mephisto gets those debuffs on you, the buffs on himself, the exhaust on you, which does affect our Lilandra. This is a Mephisto counter as well. And not just Mephisto Illuminati, Mephisto everywhere, which is kind of bonkers. And the reason we know this will work against Mephisto, by the way, is because of the wording. It says all enemies, okay? If we now go over to, we'll just jump over to Emma Frost real quick. Emma Frost, X-Men. We'll see it's very specific. Non-mythic enemies cannot have their speed increased, okay? So we know that this will indeed work against Mephisto. The big counters. So the big counters for this, obviously, Odin is getting super hard countered here. Odin does a lot of things that feed into what the Starjammers do. First of all, Groot is going to be stopping his assist now. And when Odin can't get his assist, of course, Groot has to be above 40%. When Odin doesn't get his assist, he will use his special. But if he has not done an assist, he won't get that battlefield effect. Now, what does this mean? This means you effectively ignore Odin until he has already done his special. He's going to get the speed from that because by that point, your Howard the Duck passive is done. So he will get the speed stat for being charged. He will get a little bit of damage reduction, but Havoc is going to stop some of that damage reduction. So this is now Havoc's kit. Lower damage reduction of enemies by 25%. So that's a big part of Odin, right? He gets that special. He has his battlefield. You're getting wrecked. He healed. He's really hard to kill during that time, but our Starjammers stop that. The next thing that Odin does when he does his special is he barriers himself and all allies. So this is going to make him a target for those out-of-turn pings. Okay? He will quickly get wrecked by this. Quickly. So this is going to be a very, very good Odin counter. The next person, this hard counter is Mephisto. We already kind of talked about that, right? Mephisto, the big thing with Mephisto, and I'm on Empowered right now. Let me jump off the Empowered version. Is that he gains, wait for it, 666% speed until this character's first turn. And this character has any mythic enemies gain charged, okay? He's not going to get this, which means it's going to take him longer to get to that ability. But even when he does get to that ability is going to, let's wait, head on over here. This I thought was super funny when we saw this. When the Mark of Mephisto is out on any turn, barrier all allies for 5%. First of all, that 5% is nothing, right? So that 5% is going to activate that Havoc speed stat. It's going to activate the out of turn damage, the increased damage from Howard the Duck. 5% is not enough to outweigh the benefits the Starjammer team is going to get. So when Mephisto gets to pop off, it's not necessarily going to be a super good thing for his team, especially because our Leafy boy over here can come in with his ultimate and reduce the duration of all negative effects and self on Starjammer allies by 2. Take those Mephisto debuffs. Get that shit out of here. That shit is weak. I am Groot. Motherfucker. He learned a new word. It was motherfucker. All right, so besides that, we also have, of course, the Illuminati counters here. We've been talking about barrier so much. If we head on over in-game, we check out Hank Pym. Hank Pym is going to bury yourself in all heroes for 25% of this character's max health. He's also going to get speed up, but Lilandra will stop that. And he stops heroes from getting slow. Without Hank Pym, the Illuminati team does not function. Because when Hank stops heroes from getting slow, this is why Superior 6 can't just come in here and wreck it, right? So if somebody tanks Hank Pym off the team because they don't want your Starjammers to destroy them because they're getting the extra speed stats from Havoc, and they're also controlling the Illuminati and all those other speedways. So like, I'll be clever, I'll tank Hank off. I wasn't gonna get the speed up anyway, but now if you tank Hank off, I'm gonna hit it with Superior 6, and you're demolished. Like, you're just demolished. It's over. It's Jover even, okay? So this is kind of really scary stuff. And of course, there's gonna be so many other counters because of that Howard the Duck speed bar that he's giving on spawn, which is kind of crazy. So the question becomes like, Dorky, you've been singing the praise of this team. Like, this is going to counter the shit out of everything. Like, that's cool and all. What if they throw this on defense? I don't know. You figure it out. Is this team unbeatable? I don't think so. All we want to do is we want to avoid on-spawn speed mechanics. We don't want to lean into needing speed up. We don't want to lean into needing on-spawn speed bar or on-spawn speed stat. Right? Are your wheels turning yet? Did you guys see any permakill damage on this team? And of course, no barrier. No barrier. Jesus Christ, no barrier. Did you guys see any permakill moves on this team? There's something there. You only lose speed stat and speed bar on spawn. Once Howard takes a turn, all bets are off. This team, this Starjammer team, looks incredibly good, but they do not look as suffocating as Illuminati was. I think this is a really good thing. I do think that you're probably going to see a lot of people put all Star Jammers on defense, as well as Odin Illuminati. I think you're going to see Odin with 4 Star Jammers on defense. I think we're going to see a bunch of variations, but I don't think this is going to make Turtle the end-all be-all. I really don't. But it's going to be really impactful. No matter how you use it, they're going to be really impactful. So once again, I just want to be very, very clear about what I'm doing to prepare for this, guys. I am not using cores. I'm only using cores when I have to because Twitch chat does a sub and they get to punish me. Or if I absolutely have to for events. Otherwise, I am saving every single core. Because when Havoc and Howard the Duck come to the game and their orbs are here, I am buying the crap out of those orbs. We have, for the first time ever, an entire patch before the next team comes. Liberty, they're a pretty good war team, okay? They're probably going to be needed for a couple events here and there. They are nowhere near as exciting for the scope of the war game mode as Starjammers are going to be for the scope of the Crucible game mode. I'm saving for Starjammers. I'm probably going to be buying 1 or 2 Starjammer offers and try and get up to 5-6 stars. Just saying, that's my strategy. I'm not promoting spending money, especially if you don't have the means to do that, but I am promoting saving your cores so that you can get quick unlocks for this team. Quick unlock for this team. Maybe you get to push that showcase faster. You get Lilandra Yellow Stars faster, even though they're going to give them away for free. This is such a cool team. I'm excited. And what's cool about it is there's a whole month to be excited about before we get them, before we see how they feed into Professor X. I don't know how you guys feel about this team. After all that we talked about here, how are you guys feeling about the Starjammer team? Are you excited for them? Are you going to be like me, hoard all your resources now so you can go hard on them? Or are you more of a warhead? Let me know in the comment section below. But for now, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. There you go. Damn peak chat box placement. I know, right? Any update when DC World Collide will be world released? No, nothing yet. Whenever there is, Joan, I will definitely put it up there. Fuck, Kevin. I'm seeing what you put down. God damn it, dude. Okay, guys, whenever Kevin says anything in the chat, count to 3 and then bury it, okay? Whenever Kevin says anything when we're doing... Don't stop, Kevin, because I think that's hilarious. Whenever Kevin says something while I'm recording the video, count to 3 and then bury it, okay? All right, let me post that video. It is already noon. Do a little quick edit. Did you know Tando's back? Yeah, I've heard that Tando's back. Tando, the very brief experience I have with Tando is that the guy is an absolute sweetheart. Really nice guy. He quit the game for a long time before coming back. Most people end up coming back for a stint here or there. I know a lot of, and Scotty came back too, right? I know a lot of people like clown on people when they do that. I don't know, man. How many of you quit WoW 400 times and went back eventually? Let's go here. Boom. Also, Tando back is kind of just good for the game, isn't it? If he goes back to doing what he was doing, could they hire another engineer? Hire another engineer, Scopely. When they're all taking a break? Exactly. Exactly, Steve. When the very first epic mounts came out? Oh, damn. Let's go ahead here. I'm trying to find where the music is coming from. There it is. I gotta be able to listen to the video here to edit it later. But this is such an important part of their kit. So he is, when he's above 40% life, lowering the assist chance. Okay. Also, you guys gotta understand, you guys are so lucky. People like Tando exist and Stocky exist and even Fates exist because when those guys win Dark Dimensions, they give us good rewards. You know what you would get if I win Dark Dimension? If I was first place? Y'all be getting some Ravager Stitcher shards. And it's gonna be real. If I was a millionaire, that would be my ultimate troll. I would beat Dark Dimension using nothing but minions, and that would be the reward for everybody. If I was a millionaire, I would just core my way through it, and that's what you would get. And everyone would hate me, and I'd laugh at you. Like, ha 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 ha. Oh, but I'll never be a millionaire, so you're all safe. It's all good. It's all good. How's it going? Not the community, just Kevin. How's it going, everybody? In today's video, we're gonna be jumping into these. This is better than strong. About that, right? And he stops heroes. No matter how you use it, they're gonna be really impactful. So once again, I just want to be very, very. All right. That video felt a lot better than just reading the kits. That video felt a lot better than just reading the kits. We need a lot of barriers. Thought Starjammers got it? Yeah, exactly. The more barrier, the better, for sure. Canada will be a U.S. state before Trump leaves office. 51st, 51st, 51st. But you guys have 50 states right now, right? Or you're already at 51? It's not true. That's never gonna happen. It's probably a trading tool, right? That's true, Jay. You're not wrong. Is Puerto Rico not a state? It's part of America though, right? Yeah, it's a negotiation tactic. He means that shit about Green Day though, or Green Day, Greenland. It's a territory. That's lame. That's not nice. Does that give them less rights? Like we have our territories as well, but they're the same. They're on the same level as provinces. This is almost that's crazy. Canada being a state would fuck Republicans with how much vote it would have. Do you guys not do like a representative vote, like by population? The entire population of Canada is the same population as California, by the way. Like, you guys don't understand how sparingly populated parts of Canada are. It's meant to be okay. So Ben, it's meant to be a trading tool. Anybody with okay, hold on. I'm about to be really mean. Most people can laugh that off and be like, "Oh, that guy is absolutely ridiculous." My parents brought that up as a legitimate concern the other day, and I was like, "Mom, stop watching the news." It's like, "Mom, stop watching the news because it is going to drive you insane. It doesn't matter which news network it is. It doesn't matter which side you like. They're all just trying to make you sit there and watch. And the easiest way to make people watch and not leave is to scare them or piss them off. That's it. That's the best way to make people watch. Piss them off. That's why rage bait works. Or scare the shit out of them. It's like a instinctual thing. Like, I need to see this. I need to know for sure what's happening, right? A second liberal California is far from the dream for Republicans. Oh, that's true. That's true. Actually, Canada conservative Canadians like myself would probably be considered left of center in the States. I hate guns. I'm for healthcare. I'm very much for pension things for people. Like Canadian conservatives are still really big into social programs. Really big into social programs. Like you wouldn't get that vote. You might get like maybe 15-20% who would be as conservative as what conservative Americans are like. The rest would just go the other way. It would. FOMO and rage baiting. Wait, where have I seen this before on a daily basis? Yeah, exactly. Don't ask Canadian their thoughts on immigration. Depends where you live. Don't need to tell her. Yeah, there you go. Ben, he was talking to me. You're not from Canada. Rage bait is 100% the best way to get views. That's why I gotta just start doing it. My thoughts on immigration, like I was saying earlier, do you know how much wasted land there is in Canada? There's so much land in Canada not being used. Canadian conservatives or liberals used to be in the United States. That sounds about right. So here's the thing. In Canada, it's like the guns thing is nowhere near the same, right? And I would never, ever want it to be the same. At the same time, I would have to admit that in the States, because that box, that Pandora's box was opened, I think you have to let everyone have a gun. Because a bad guy with a gun is not going to give their gun up. They're just not. But if you never open that box, fuck guns, yo. Fuck that. Okay, it's done. Finally. That took a long time. I just saw a Boyle on video. He's saying the Mephisto Red Stars are a huge scam, and that Shadow King's passive is a huge scam. That's an interesting take. That's an interesting take. That the Shadow King passive is a scam. The Shadow King passive is huge for war. I think they're going to make war more important. I think they've been putting a lot of resources into war, and they want it to be very successful. Mephisto diamonds? I mean, what if Mephisto diamond cost is like 10,000 dark diamonds? Or sorry, 10,000... Or like Super Scroll. Wasn't Super Scroll like 21,000 DPCs or something like that? What does value war as much as some people do? Yeah, so hold on. I gotta know. Don't you want auto, if you don't like war, don't you want to have the 10 best get fucked teams so that you can just go in there and hit auto, and then Shadow King passive would be huge in that endeavor? Because 50 Cupid arrows for one of those goddamn sorry, I'm showing the wrong screen. One of those goddamn character shard ones, like that does not seem very economically feasible to me. And at 0.8% on diamonds for Logan seems pretty awful too. I'm pretty sure Shadow King passive functions in war even when you don't have it. That's why Cabal Kang stopped working for them. Oh, is that true? Sometimes I sleep right through it. Norm, man, it's free rewards on the table, including purple ISO. So I could never accept a purple ISO complaint from someone like you. Do you think that's fair though? I guess because I get a lot of purple ISO from war, like 80K per win or something like that. At the end of the day, though, they really have to make the rewards worth it for people. They're trying to make the mode better, which is the good first step. I have voted in millions purple ISO. Yeah, so you're an active player, so it doesn't matter to you. That's fair. What am I naming this? Star Jammers. An actual. I didn't get into if they counter themselves. I do think they counter themselves, though, because they have multiple characters where you get to pick which ability you use. And I think that the Havoc special will make the counter easier. The mirror easier. Namor no longer rewinds Shadow King against Alliance mates that I know don't have the SK passive. It's a good passive, don't get me wrong, but you don't need it for the function. At least as this morning, I'm pretty sure it tested it. Interesting. Hold on. So what is the point of the passive at all if it's currently functioning? Is it just get it so that if they ever figure this out and fix it? We should stop talking about it in a stream then. They have ears everywhere. The ears of Sauron hear everything. It stops this part. So you're saying this is already active. What about this part? Do we know if this part is active? This one is so much harder to tell. Like how, I don't even know how you could test this one. Neither's active. They're both lying. Next topic. True. Next topic. Next topic. Character stats. Oh, I didn't think it updated in lifetime like that. Do we know Null's kit? Is it here yet? I mean, I know we know Null's kit, but did they put it in the game yet? No. K, right? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, so they did put it in. We won't be able to assist. Oof. That's not good. Oh, you can't read it. It says instead barrier. Ooh. Did we know this? Is this new, this battlefield effect? How come I feel like I've never seen Null has a battlefield effect? They cannot gain slow, the full team. He had his own reveal, okay. I don't think Null fucks with Starjammers, by the way. I think Starjammers beat this guy up. making sure we have null before Professor X. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like Lilandra. And he's necessary. Would not be surprised at all. So Howard would make you not get this. I don't think Starjammers loses the null. I think null could be used as a part of a solution to it. He's also 127 like Mephisto. That's interesting. Huh. Seeing nulls kill like this, I'm less impressed. Because we have so many anti-slow stuff now. The heals are nice. The darkness is really cool. Applying darkness to adjacents is hot. Interesting. So he can't gain slow. Oh, this... Okay, here it is. Wait, this is busted. So null is actually going to be much faster than this. No, he's more than that. So null is going to be 127 plus 12.7. So you got to put him at nearly 140 speed. He cannot gain slow. He cannot be rewound. Can't be stunned. This will be a problem, right? So I'm thinking of like null versus Starjammers. Null will go first, as long as you don't go in with any barrier. And yeah, null will go first. Or you have to Captain Britain with null. So you Captain Britain with null. Null will go first. Null will put darkness on Havoc, assuming everyone's the same build. And then null can do his ultimate to apply trauma to everybody and put his battlefield effect up. The Starjammer team does not have a way to get rid of battlefield effect. The enemy will quickly start killing themselves. Right? They don't have a battlefield effect clear. Null is super interesting. Yeah, okay, I was right. No. That's stupid me. Null looks very, very interesting. He can also do his special, applying more darkness. This applies darkness to everybody. Holy shit. And it adds darkness. It flips immunities. Slow won't matter. Starjammers don't have a way to clear it. Unavoidable. Trauma will get cleared by Groot, but that's whatever. Or he could do this to summon Carnage right away. Oh, we gotta figure out what Carnage does. Ooh, I wonder how much speed bar Carnage spawns in with. Because like on spawn speed bar, like the way Phoenix gets it, hopefully Carnage gets it like that, where he just comes in with 100%, he goes right away. Because then he could do this. Ooh, that's super exciting. No, looks super fun. Oh, we're gonna have another fun toy to play with. We're gonna have a big Starjammers and Null at the same time, basically. Because we're getting March 18th, and I guess it'll be February 18th, and it'll be like March 18th. That should be around the same time for both of them. Oh, that's actually super exciting. Crucible and War are gonna be all over the place. That's cool. All right, but I'm supposed to be naming this. Sorry. Beat. What would I say about speed? Crushes everything so far. Let's just say crushes even Odin Illuminati. I think it does. I think it does. Let's play some music again. Let me do this. Alright, I guess it's time we pivot over to DC Worlds Collide for a few hours. I thought I'd spend more time on DC Worlds Collide today, to be honest with you. But also I'm losing my voice really badly. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with my throat, but I'm losing my voice. Alright, so that video is now up. Hold on. Do we think we're gonna have any sort of play with Lilandra and Rocket and Groot? I assume we get Lilandra before we see the first Starjammer offers come out. Okay, sorry, I'm reading something from the Discord right now, from Mr. Big Stuff. Watch your Battle video from yesterday. Would you be able to clarify with the devs the following on the vampire node? Will characters like Mephisto or attacks like Kang's ultimate prevent the vampire minions from respawning, or are the replacements treated as new enemies waves? The rule says each minion type cleared gives victory points bonus. Does that mean you only get extra victory points bonus by clearing one of each type of the vampire characters? Based on the enemies shown, looks like there are 5 types if you include Oath. Or do you actually get more victory points by killing each type the 5 times and killing it last? Depending on how this actually works, maybe all you need to do is kill one of each type on the vampire minions and then kill Oath to tap out max points. And each placement is a new enemy since each of the vampire types have 5 listed in the roster of enemies under the Oath. The question 2 is more ambiguous since they use the phrase minion type. I shall ask. I don't know. That's a good question. Oops. I shall ask. My understanding, like the way I interpreted it, which I just interpreted off my gut, was that every single vampire you killed would give you more victory points. I didn't think about limits and stuff like that. Wouldn't that be your Crucible when Null comes out? Could make a new room idea that messes with you knowing all these kits? Yeah, so my thing was no speed stats. Yeah, maybe I'll have to change that, Ben. We'll see what they say, though. Because my rule could fuck everything up. Because we already... So, Starjammers... I didn't know what Starjammer's kit was. Starjammer's kit is basically what my room is. But it'll be for all characters, including enemy Starjammers. Null is a lot of that, too, with no slow on him, no speed bar reduction on him. But he gets speed stats, so it works against Null, too. I don't know. He's not really OP meta. Now he's just... No, after looking at Null's kit, I still think he's OP meta. And looking at his damage stat, I think he's still great. He's still going to be great. The question becomes red stars and diamonds. Where do we get that? All right, where do we stand here now? 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We're still at 25. And they're at 31. Something like that. It all comes down to this. These 800K teams. Maybe they'll crash a bunch. Yeah, maybe they'll crash a bunch. Okay, that Alpha Flight's not holding nothing here. Maybe Annihilators. Okay, we got Astro. Maybe we can get a win from Astro here. That'd be one. Maybe Astro can get us one. Where's the other four coming from? Maybe Annihilators can pull something off. Maybe Mephisto gets us one, if not two. Unless they have Undying Apoc, then it's over. There's nothing from Noya's gonna hold. And Jericho has like nothing. Oh yeah, no, we're just fucked. Never mind. We're just hit. But we cleared first. One of the old rules, we're the winners. So we did lose because of infestation though. Because we had more than 5 infestation burns. So that sucks. But it is what it is. I shouldn't have lost the 3 that I lost. That would have made it a lot closer. A lot closer. War effects on? War effects could be interesting. No, we saw infestation in all the rooms, Kevin. They're better organized. Live maintenance thing? I don't know. First time seeing it. Oh, who dat? Ceci coming in, creating 5 dorks. You know what that means. He's here to torture us. He's here to torture us. Oh no. What's up, Ceci? It's not a loss yet, Risa, but it's going to be a loss. Here we go. Ceci coming through. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, Ceci. Ceci loves this stuff. You get to design my next thumbnail. You can tell me which character you want in there. You can tell me what you want written on the thumbnail. It could be anything. It could be like dorky smells, whatever you want to do. It just can't be, obviously, and I know you wouldn't do this, it can't be cursing and it can't be slurs. That's it. Pick whatever character you want for the Marvel Strike Force inventory, that, and if you want to do the backdrop, just send me what you want. And that'll be, which video will that be for? Whatever the next video is. He's gonna make me put something horrendous on the front. Oh god. Dorky's face edited on a bikini-clad woman. It could also be my face. You could okay, I'll tell you what it says. I'll add this too. So it could be any character you want. You could also use me as your model. So if you want me to do one of these, or one of these, or one of these, it could be any of those, okay? You just tell me what vibe you want my face to be. If you want it on somebody's head, go like that. There you go. All right. Okay, we got a video done. That's good. There's nothing to play right now in Marvel Strike Force. Can we set our Crucible defense yet? No, still no, eh? So how does it work? I guess matchmaking... Oh, sorry, we lost our restream. Matchmaking starts tomorrow. And then we can place our defense, right? Oh, no, tomorrow's Wednesday. Matchmaking starts Thursday. And then we place our defense. We start Friday, Saturday, Sunday. that. Space jammers. All right. So I have nothing. I have nothing but to pivot to DC. And I don't know if I have the energy. I might want to just save my voice, to be honest with you. I'll open it and we'll see if we get struck by something. We could talk DC progression paths, maybe. All right, let me change the game. Okay. Oh, we got one of those things. Okay. I still haven't beaten this. This would be a big win for me. When does the week reset for this game? It just did, right? I'm wondering like when we know the next character is going to be. Wait, am I ranked 17 out of everyone on my server? Oh, that's kind of clutch. Dahlia is on 22.8. Jesus Christ. Oh, definitely MSF. That's Nas Alliance, right? Him Tortons. I love that guy. Every time I see that name, I smile. Every single time I see that guy's name, I smile. Shout out to that guy. All right, we'll start working on Batman next. Constantine next, maybe. I guess we'll do Arrow. I gotta level his stuff up. Can I do anything here yet? We have 500. Well, let's do it. Okay. All right, we unlocked number 5 there. Strengthen. Try and get this to 5 as well. Only to 4. Okay. I'm not comfortable with getting rid of purple yet. I'm just not. Check the stores. I think I did already. Yeah, I did. And there. All right, let's go push a mode here. Convergence. Villains. I would need to take all the gear off who I have. Let's see. Okay, well, let's start like this at least. We can get something going. None of these guys have gear or anything. I imagine I get stomped by this. I know I can push the system recovery more. I know that because I could use my main team for that. I think if I move gear over, I could be okay here too. But I also have 2 tanks, 2 supports, 1 damage dealer, so that's not great. Here, I want to make a notepad. Let's do a notepad real quick. Okay. Let's do a progression paths. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is rank up. How it also part of that, I wanted to show how it affects skills and how it affects levels. Okay, 2 would be gear. Where they come from. Sorry, let me scroll in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'll go for a walk, actually. Yeah, I charged my headphones. I'll go for like a 10K walk today. I'll do that. It's not a terrible day. It's going to be terrible next couple days, though. Where to get them. How to level. Oh, actually, before that. Rarity differences. I guess gear sets, okay. I guess this one would probably be first, right? Okay. After that, there's what, the badge system? Oh, affinities. That's just a quick one. 4. So it's level, rank up, skill, affinities, badge, right? And 5 is artifact, but I don't actually have artifacts unlocked yet. So I haven't actually got to see them. So do I not do this video until I do that? That might be like a week away. Just how it works. Gives me like, how it works, / scales. Okay, where you get resource. Same up here. Okay. Tease next video. That's all I can do. You know what, guys? I'm gonna go for that walk. I think I should get for that walk. Get up there, get stretching before the snowstorm hits. So I'll go do that walk. I'll make this video. I won't put this one on the main video, the main channel. This will go on the DCWD Collide channel. So if you are interested in picking up DCWD Collide, come check this out. I gotta link up with Baka later today to work on Reserve League. Thank you. Yeah. Level. Oh yeah, just leveling. Yeah, leveling. Okay, so one will actually just be leveling. Thanks, Bendy. Resources needed. This would be the Reserve League Center. Thank you. Did I spell league wrong? No, that's about right. Okay. That'll do it. All right. Thanks, Benny. That was a good call. Good catch there, man. Let's go ahead and raid off to somebody. Who do we have going right now? We got Canic. Not English. Let me see. I like Canic, though. He's good people. Oh, T-Dub's going at it. T-Dub started. Tell T-Dub I say what up. Tell him to have a great stream, a fun day, and good coffee. Tell him that's the most important thing. Have good coffee. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. I will see you. Probably not tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow for stream. Later. YouTube chat. You guys, you know you're the best, right? We'll talk later. Bye, guys.